Hey, Viking fans, this is Keith Millard, and you are listening to the Onebar and Lupicus Show. Go Vikes!
All right, welcome back to the Onebar and Lupicus Show. I am Onebar, and free agency, I can smell it. It smells delicious. We are on the cusp. Tomorrow, Monday, is when the actual tampering begins. I believe it starts at noon Eastern tomorrow, and as we know, as we've seen over the last handful of years with the tampering, a lot of those big boy signings start to come out very, very quickly, especially when you're talking about some of the more sought-after guys. So we're going to talk in this episode 5 predictions. I'm going to make 5 predictions for the Vikings free agency period. That could be very, very wrong, but let me know down in the comments, what are your predictions for free agency? What are your hopes? What are your dreams when it comes to the Minnesota Vikings? Before we get to that, remember, subscribe, like the video here every damn day. Hashtag sauce. We're giving away that hashtag. We're giving away the hashtag. We're giving away the autographed Jimmy Klein saucer print from pickandshovelware.com. But let's do this. All right, so I'm starting off with a big boy. My first prediction for the Vikings in free agency is they actually get a big fish. And by big fish, I mean Kevin Zeitler. He is going to be sought after. He is a guy that's either going to break our hearts right off the bat because he's probably going to be signed fairly quickly, or melt our hearts because he's going to be wearing that beautiful shade of purple. We know the Vikings are interested. It's all going to be dependent on how much he's going to make. Everyone's saying he's probably going to be in that $6 to $8 million a year, which is definitely lower than his previous contract. But I think the Vikings are fed up. I think they're done with the whole guard position. They are going to actually go out and get a free agent guard, a guy that they can plug in day one and start. We already know Riley Reef is Gonzo. Ezra Cleveland's probably bumping out the left tackle. So we got 2 big fat holes at guard, and they're done effing around. Kevin Zeitler, I'm saying this is gonna be their big boy splash signing. Is he a long-term guy? No, he's 30 years old, but he is a guy that can come in for the next year, next 2 years, whatever it may be, and plug that hole while we have Kirk Cousins, while we are all in on that train. So there it is. Number 1, Kevin Zeitler coming home. And I say the Vikings are going to get him for a cool $7 million a year. Second prediction, this isn't very shocking. It's kind of just a given, but I'm going to say it anyways. They're going to make some sort of signing right off the bat. If it's not Zeitler, maybe a defensive tackle, maybe it's another guard. After that, they're taking a step back. They're laying in the weeds just like they do every damn year. This is Spielman's bread and butter, and it's worked a handful of times where he just lays in the weeds, waits for some of these guys who thought they were going to get big time money and all of a sudden have to come back to reality. And that's when the Vikings step right in and be like, hey, look, we got a starting spot for you. We're going to give you this, and it works. So once again, I imagine a signing right off the bat, and then they're just kind of might not hear a sniff from them for another week and a half or so. And then all of a sudden they just make this great, beautiful signing a la Linval Joseph or somebody. So that's my second prediction. Third prediction, as far as free agency, I say they bring back 3 of their own, only 3. Hot Todd Davis are bringing him back. I think he proved himself to be a pretty valuable asset as far as, even if it's just depth at linebacker, we know we needed it. So I say they re-sign him. I say they re-sign Rashad Hill, something they continue to do every damn year. They'll probably sign him to another 1-year, $1 million contract like they have. We're going to need depth at left tackle, and he provides that at both sides. So Rashad Hill, and then unfortunately, Vikings fans, you might want to close your ears for this one. Yes, I do believe they will bring back Sean Mannion. There's already been rumblings about it. We just got to face it. As long as Kirk Cousins is here, they don't appear to want to bring anybody in that could even mildly compete for it. Maybe Sean Mannion is the best guy in the world. Great locker room guy. There's some mystery there why they bring him back. But those are the 3 guys they bring back. We know Eric Wilson's not coming back. Anthony Harris is gonzo. So that is my third prediction. Fourth prediction for free agency and Vikings is they get a starting safety. We know we're losing Anthony Harris. There's going to be some good safeties out there. I've mentioned this name a handful of times. I'm going to say it again. A guy that sticks out to me is Malik Hooker. Throwing him next to Harrison Smith, coming off that injury. He's still young. I believe he's 25 years old. He's going to be looking for one of those prove-it deals, and the Vikings have been known to give those out. And he is a perfect case scenario where they put some money at him, see what happens. It's not going to be overly expensive, $2 million, $3 million, maybe. We've seen safeties over the years, just their value just completely blown apart in free agency. So I'm going with Malik Hooker. Big upside. The downside is it doesn't work out, and we're still going to address this in the draft, hopefully. So I'm not saying he's going to be the savior or the only safety they bring in, but I'm going to say they will get a starting safety in free agency and then also get a youngster to hopefully groom for the future. fifth and final prediction coming free agency is every year we're always looking at the Bengals. Mike Zimmer hasn't been from the Bengals in freaking years, but still every time we're like, oh, this Bengals is a free agent. Zimmer's got ties to him. He's coming home, whatever. This is the year we get a Bengal. We're actually getting a Bengal. And the two guys that stick out are William Jackson, who I don't even think was there when Zimmer was there. I could be way off on this. Let me know. Or Jay Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick was there. He's 31 years old. He's coming off 11 games started for the Cardinals last year. Still had 3 interceptions. So he must have a little bit to offer. And I'm not saying these guys are going to come in and start, but we need one of those veterans to come in, help these youngsters along, still play quite a bit, but not knock one of these young guys out of their starting spot, just strictly for depth. We know we need it. This is the year we get a Bengal, and who knows, maybe it'll be Carlos Dunlap. He's a free agent too. But those are my five Vikings free agent predictions. Let me know your predictions down below. Let me know what you think of these ones, or if I am just completely batshit crazy.